This is Chris Kell with just a quick overview of your posture and core routine. All right, now the posture and core routine are listed together. Right, I'm going to go over the posture routine first. Our daily posture circuit is just a series of 3 to 5 exercises that we have identified that are going to be important for our client to help to kind of work out some kinks in their muscles, you know, maybe some things that might cause injury. And what we ask is that you just do this on a daily basis. All right, these can include stretches, strengthening exercises, just whatever applies to you. All right, so for this, we're just going to perform each exercise once, okay, or however back to back. All right, you'll notice that with each of these, okay, what you can do is press Control, click on the exercise, and it'll bring up a video to demonstrate what to do. All right, now you'll notice next to this, we have our sets and reps column. Okay, and all this is going to do is give you instructions in terms of how to perform the exercise and what to do. Okay, so in this case, rolling our calves is a foam rolling exercise. All right, so we're going to use something like a tennis ball or a dowel rod or a foam roller to roll out lesions that have formed along the muscle. All right, the instructions here are to spend 1 to 2 minutes per lump, meaning those any painful, sore, or kind of tight spot that I find, I'm just going to press whatever I'm rolling with down into that spot and kind of press over it and pressurize it until it starts to depress. From there, I'm going to move on to my hip, and I'm going to roll that area, okay, for 1 to 2 minutes per lump. And again, this, you know, you might spend, some days you might do 3 minutes on your hips, some days you may do 10 minutes, just depending on the time that you have. The key is you just kind of work on it progressively. All right, from there we move into a calf stretch. All right, and for the calf stretch, you know, again, I'm just stretching for this particular person. I'm doing 2 minutes on the tighter side and 1 minute on the looser side. I finish with a figure 4 stretch where I'm doing the same thing. But keep in mind that these instructions could change. It really could be anything just based upon what this person needs. All right, click on the video and it will show you how to do that. All right, now moving down, we have our core routine. Okay, and for this, I have in my sets and reps column, I have 2 to 3, okay, sets. This represents how many times I'm doing the circuit itself. All right, so we have 4 things back to back here. I want to repeat these things back to back 2 to 3 times. So I do a plank, followed by a side plank, followed by a glute bridge and a bird dog, and then I repeat those things again for 2 to 3 times. For this, I'm trying to hold each of these exercises for a period of 30 seconds. All right, and all I'm doing here is I record under the weeks column here next to them whether or not I'm able to do that. All right, so you know, in circuit for exercise 1, you know, or I'm sorry, in set 1, I might say, okay, I held for 20 seconds. Okay, and then on the next one, you know, maybe I hold for 30 seconds. The goal is to hold for a little bit longer for each week, okay, so you get better at this exercise. All right, and if you can hold for 30 seconds, you know, you email your trainer. There are definitely some ways to make that harder, you know, but the key is just to do it proper form. All right, and the same applies for all exercises. If you can do them easily for 30 seconds, make them harder in some way, email your trainer for some advice there. Repeat the circuit back to back 2 to 3 times. Click on the exercises for demonstrations, and you can print out this particular chart and log your progress week to week as you go along.